So welcome everyone. We're joined here today by Ingo. Do you sometimes wonder what you're doing in men's groups?
Yes, sometimes that's a good question. It kind of ebbs and flows with me. In the beginning, because it was called Searching for My Father, I found myself. I knew exactly why I was there, with my own story, and my father died fairly early on in my life, and so there was a clear purpose, clear kind of idea what I might gain from it. I'm still in it, and it's less, how do I say this? It's less accurate than it used to be in terms of what I want from it, but I always get something from it. I don't know whether that makes sense. I don't have as many questions, but I feel that it's nourishing. I always know afterwards that it was worth going.
You travel from Germany to come to London for these groups.
Yeah, so for me, it's a big investment in that sense. Also, it's a big chunk of time, and I have to travel and I have to stay in London. And it's become a life project for me to witness each other, to I don't know, to just see how we all develop. And we've really lived through some real crises with one another. To witness people going through illness or tragedy in their family, and it's a real, there's no other group of men or people in the world that I have actually got so much continuity and the privilege to see them from so close up without the emotional involvement of the day-to-day having to negotiate a relationship. And that gives a really nice clarity and perspective to the whole thing.
Do you feel embarrassed or proud about it?
These days, I know what is to be gained from the membership in a group like that, and from doing this for a long time, that I actually kind of feel sorry for people who don't get it. Yeah, I feel proud also for the way we stuck together. That this is a project that for everyone involved who's there, and for the continuity and the perspective that gives. Yeah, in a way, it's a very unique experience, and not everybody has it.
What do your friends think about it?
It's not a big. We don't talk about it that much, but if they didn't respect it, they haven't told me.
What do you think the popular misconceptions are about men's groups?
I've had friends that just said, well, I wouldn't know what to say. And, what is there to talk about? I think it's easy to misunderstand it, or to, if you don't know what's going on, to either think that it's a very macho, ritualized, one-sided masculine thing to do, and masculine in that archetypal, chest beating kind of way. Or the other one is to say, well, it's all very softly spoken about understanding and love, and there's no grit to it. I think those are the two extremes between which people might see it. I think you have to really be, and it's got a certain pace about it that again, that the day in itself can ebb and flow, and it can be really energetic at moments, and then really peaceful and quiet in others. And I don't know, I think talking about misconceptions of men, I think a lot of men haven't experienced of a resource like that. They don't know so much what it's like not to have to do it alone. And therefore, it's hard for them to imagine what it's like to have a resource. It was for me. I didn't know what I was letting myself in for when I started. And I wasn't sure at all. And I wasn't sure about the perception of other people. So many years later, I really don't care what other people think about me going there. I know it's a great resource.